chemicals. They're heated to industrial high temperatures, which turns them rancid. They sometimes are even degummed or deodorized with sodium hydroxide, a known carcinogen, hexane.
Here we go. Yeah, okay, so show me the link between seed oils and cancer. You can't.
Which is a known neurotoxin, heated to make them rancid, and they're often derived from GMO or genetically modified crops.
Oh, GMO! Oh, who cares?
Industrial seed oils are repeatedly heated. These toxic byproducts.
Doesn't matter. They're still good for you. Like every fucking randomized trial and prospective cohort you can find where people are eating more seed oils, they're better off health-wise. So these seed oils are perfectly safe. They're good for you, even when they're heated to high temperatures. So like with deep frying, still they're good for you.
Are created and they become trans and hydrogenated fats, and they release oxidizing free radicals into our system. So see.
Cool story, dude. None of that's true, so go fuck yourself. Gary Brecka's a moron, dude. He's selling 1,600 pounds of cow meat. What the fuck? One quarter, one half whole beef details not eligible for store discounts. One whole beef is approximately 600 pounds hanging weight, which can yield between 375 and 450 pounds of meat. What the fuck? So he's selling this for $3,250, including shipping, for 600 pounds of meat. What the fuck?
Cow, you can place a deposit on the website under the fresh beef share section. However, we also have the smaller shares, like samples of the meat that we'll show you guys in a little bit. That's a pretty big new thing. We did a few YouTube shorts yesterday about some restocks and stuff, if you guys saw those, so some of that might be a little repetitive. And my brain hasn't been working, so I'm sure as we walk around, I should remind myself of several things we got going on this week. But it's like after 5 p.m. on Sunday, so I just want to go home and eat something. So we'll try to do this reasonably quickly. So just in here real quick on the foods website, we've been doing some restocking. We got some more of the regular pemmican as well as plain pemmican. What we were missing for a few weeks was the Nutritional. So we finally have.
That looks absolutely disgusting. That looks like shit with weird bits of corn or something in it.
The meat granola back in stock. This is some of the plain pemmican. All the best bars are available, and we did just make some cookie bars and granola bars. I'll show you guys. Last week showed you all the biltong and beef sticks are back in stock. Kind of running low on jerky, but we still have some. Marrow oil, newest product over here. Forgot to show you guys last week. We got a new product on Wi-Fi shielding. Head covers with an eye slit in them. So you can see it here. I'll put it on my head to show you guys. Fuck. So before this, and we still have them, we have the regular head covers, but this is like, you can see kind of while driving or whatever, and you can also get like some air for your nose if you want to put it on your face while sleeping. So it's pretty useful. I like this.
What is he doing, dude? Like
a lot, especially for driving. We might have to modify the eye slit size, because even though it looks okay, it's like, the peripheral vision isn't that great, but obviously if the hole's bigger, then more radiation can get in. But these are now available on Wi-Fi.
Dude, what a whack job. It's just insane.
And we should be getting, it's not gonna be for another month where we're gonna restock the other Wi-Fi shielding stuff. So if you guys want that, I would just jump on it now. But that price for mother's milk fed veal is cheaper than people are selling regular.
Wow, what a piece of shit. He's literally selling veal, which is just tortured baby cow.
Beef ribeye for online. So the fact that we're selling fresh mother's milk fed veal at that price, it should honestly be double. You know, the real value of
You should be turned into fucking veal, piece of shit.
this on it.
That is expensive meat. If Christy is a witch, maybe she can cast a curse on Frank where he is 24/7 tortured by the animals screaming.
I wish Christy was a witch, but she's just a bitch. Ugh. But yeah, that sounds like an idea, Sam. That would be a nice ironic fucking end for Frank. Thanks for the donation, dude.
I really hope Frank accidentally locks himself in the freezer and slowly freezes and suffocates to death. What a sorry excuse for a human being, selling the body parts of innocent baby cows. Hopefully they make him into mince and feed him to crows.
Yeah, why did it pronounce it as crows and not crows? That's really weird. Yeah, Frank's a piece of crap. I don't know if he can accidentally lock himself in his freezer. I don't think it's that type of freezer. But he is cross-eyed, and he says he has trouble driving, so hopefully he just drives in the wrong fucking lane. Just has a good head-on collision with a tractor trailer. Thanks for the donation, Adam.
Even canopy.
Making me sick, this is. Maybe Frank will walk too close to a deboning machine.
We can only hope. Can only hope. He is stupid and cross-eyed, so, the chances of that happening are actually relatively high.
That have like a lot of freezer.
Dodo Donatellers, do you think Frank's face looks more punchable than it did before? Yeah, I'd say so. With the eye surgery, I want to beat the ever-living shit out of his face. He looks so fucking punchable. Yeah, I agree.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, I got a brand new couch because I got 3 brand new girlfriends. 1 Italian, 1 German, and 1 American. The American girl's on her own because they don't get along with anyone, including Americans. And guys, by the
Well, this is already cringy as fuck.
way, we're not using the script today, so hopefully my accumulated 10 years of nutritional understanding makes for a reasonable discussion about water. However, I will say, I did comb my hair. So the amount of effort put into this video justifies you going to organsupplements.com and buying everything. So I can maybe convince a Russian princess to take care of me. But
There we go. I'm not gay.
let's get down to business. So today we're going to discuss the mineral content of water and when you should be drinking certain types of water. We've done probably a dozen videos now on
Water is water.
water in general. So I'll try to quickly summarize why you would be drinking glass bottled mineral water. Most people know like the fluoride, chlorine, chemicals, birth control, estrogen. There's a lot of bad stuff in tap water. So by going with a glass bottled mineral water from a clean source, you're hypothetically removing all of those negatives. And
There is no difference between tap water and bottled water.
after that's removed, we don't have to worry about poisoning ourselves, slowing down our brain function, getting microplastics. We've removed most of the negative concerns. So the next thing to discuss is the TDS, the total dissolved solids, the mineral content of the water, which in the case of any of these waters, the manufacturer will print on the label, the amount of TDS, and it's typically listing also the amount of calcium, magnesium, potassium, and sodium. And the ratio is, for the most part, similar because the amount of minerals.
And remember, Frank loves women.
Yes, the guy who said he literally wants to murder women after having some bad Tinder experiences loves women. Thanks for that donation, Sam.
That current water are a consistent ratio throughout the world. It's just whatever that mineral concentration is, it will be multiples higher. And to sum this up quickly about this mineral thing is dependent on your calcium levels. So someone coming from a standard American diet or a diet that consumed a lot of dairy, you might have to opt for low mineral water. Someone in a very weird circumstance like me that had copper toxicity, all these weird health issues, that never consumed a lot of dairy, my calcium was actually low. So when I start taking
You are not going to get a substantive amount of minerals from water.
magnesium and zinc, minerals that are antagonistic to calcium.
The part of the clip where Frankie Boy said that the American one doesn't get along with anyone, including the American ones, reminds me of this clip lol.
Truly, after many months at sea, Griffin Peterson and his shipmates finally reached the New World.
I declare this land Cohog.
This place is nothing but a wilderness. What are we gonna do?
We're gonna build a new settlement. We'll have a happy new life and we'll have equal rights for all. Except blacks, Asians, Hispanics, Jews, gays, women, Muslims, everybody who's not a white man. And I mean white, so no Italians, no Polish, just people from Ireland, England, and Scotland. But only certain parts of Scotland and Ireland. Just full-blooded whites. You know what? Not even whites. Nobody gets any rights. America.
Yeah, it's good. Thanks for that admission, Ben.
I might actually have to increase my calcium intake. So in the case of a lot of you guys, you might be going with the low mineral water, you might be going with a high mineral water, or something somewhat in the middle. And I've been kind of all over the place monitoring this, but it's been more recently where I went from cooking all my food with Mountain Valley. So when I had rice, when I had udon noodles, there was a decent amount of calcium from the Mountain Valley in the food. I switched over to all Farallel, and you guys also see me drink Fiugi. Farallel and Fiugi being two low mineral Italian waters. And I started noticing I was getting tooth pain very quickly, and I was having some side effects. And I was like, well,
what a fucking whack job. Dude, it's water. It's all water. There's no difference. It's just water.
Pretty obvious. What I changed in my diet was I reduced my calcium intake, and I knew that magnesium and zinc can also reduce calcium. So as soon as I switched back to the Mountain Valley,
dude, what an idiot,
the high calcium water, I started feeling better and kind of utilizing it as a source of calcium. So
holy
can you take
shit,
a calcium
he's stupid.
supplement? Yeah, I've noticed that the mineral waters are.
Not to mention Frank's way of talking to vegan women with sending an unsolicited dick pic to them. Lol.
Yep, he does do that. Thanks for the donation, Grey Knight.
The best way to get.
This might be even more autistic and retarded than his videos about, like, Wi-Fi. Oh my god, dude. He's fucking going on about fucking bottled water. Second comment, is it just me or is he completely cross-eyed? Your eyes are so messed up now. What did you do? Oh my god.
And not have to resort back to a low mineral water. But what happens with me is, if I'm drinking a lot of Mountain Valley or Gerolsteiner that's higher calcium, and I don't feel like I'm getting hydrated and my gut motility is low.
My man looking like if Pinocchio became a real boy.
And I switched to the low mineral water. So, based on my thirst, based on how I feel, I'm kind of switching between these, whichever quenches my thirst better and whichever I feel better drinking. And that's another thing. Gut motility is very significant. So outside of the calcium status, when you're drinking a high calcium water, that'll slow down your digestive system. When you're drinking a low calcium water, low mineral water.
Did you?
This woman claims vegans are better than God.
People down in Australia were apparently banned from owning pets for at least 3 years. Now, this is a result of feeding to unfortunate puppies a pure vegan diet, things like chickpeas and stuff like that. That's what they fed their dogs. Unfortunately, the dogs became severely malnourished. One of them because
they were malnourished because they weren't feeding them a nutritionally complete diet, not because they were feeding them a vegan diet. All of my animals are fed a vegan diet, including my dogs and cats. They're all fine.
its injuries or condition was so deemed to be so awful, and the dog was in so much.
Why did Frank get the surgery?
Because he thought he wasn't pretty enough, and he thought by getting cosmetic surgery he'd look better, which backfired. Spectacularly. Thanks for that donation, Sam.
Much pain, it had to be euthanized. The other dog fortunately survived. It was given to a new owner, but it has sort of permanent damage to its legs. And so, in the, I guess, the testimony, one of the vegan woman said something about how she was morally superior because she did not eat the flesh of animals or something completely,
It sounds like she literally just fed her dog chickpeas and rice. You can't do that.
I guess a little bit insane. And we see this over, and we've seen this obviously with children. Now we see it with pet owners.
Oh my god, here we fucking go, dude. Vegan children are not at higher risk of nutrition deficiency.
In this comment on social media, owner that says that, well, we don't have pets, but the cat that I have is a quote unquote free agent and eats a vegan diet. And my only thought is, is she keeping the cat locked up?
Oh, he mentions the vegan teacher.
Unless you got to listen to this crazy woman. So take a listen to this one here.
Yes, that's exactly right. Vegans are better than God. It's just a fact. Look, we have two hands, right? We can choose what to do. 3 times a day, we can choose compassion or cruelty. 3 times a day, we choose not to eat animals, not to steal from them. We choose to be kind. Meanwhile, God is doing fuck all. Absolutely nothing. We don't know if God is drunk, stoned, asleep, watching, and
She's atheist, by the way, and she's making fun of religious people, if that wasn't painfully obvious.
eating popcorn and thinking it's hilarious with all of the wars that go on. Or maybe God is just dead. We don't know. But the good news is that we have 2 hands in which to do good in the world. So every day you can choose.
What is, like, he just called her crazy, and listen to this. Oh, it's insane. Like, what's crazy or stupid about what she's saying? Sean Baker is such a fucking moron, dude. Like, oh my god.
Ever have designed lions who eat zebras? That's just mean. They don't even want to hurt them. But they have no choice. But we have moral agency. We can choose kindness. So we choose tofu, beans, lentils, and rice. And you too.
All right, so vegans are apparently better than God, according to her. And lions don't want to eat.
I notice how he never actually makes an argument against anybody he responds to.
You know, zebras and gazelles and things like that. They're just being forced to, because by neck circumference, if anyone's wondering about that, I know sometimes watching these vegan videos make you sometimes curious about neck size and does it have any predictive, does it say anything?
Wow, my neck is thicker than a fucking 40-something-year-old woman. Congratulations, Sean. That's a lot to brag about.
About things like sarcopenia and whatnot. All right, guys. Well, let me know what you think about any of this stuff. Vegans and vegan pet owners forcing.
Sean Baker is a genuinely stupid person. Like, shockingly dumb for somebody who had a medical license. He literally didn't make an argument. Well, that's Sean.
Fair level of Fuyuji, that will speed up your digestive system. So if you're having constipation or any sort of bowel movement issues, that could be the amount of minerals in the water affecting that.
No, mineral water does not increase your bowel movements.
100.
Oh god, this is boring,
high.
dude.
I mean, we don't really pay attention to the...
He's literally reading the fucking back of a label for bottled water.
other minerals here. The potassium's 10, it's low.
He makes a video about fucking bottled water, and then he wonders why nobody watches his fucking YouTube content. Maybe don't make videos about fucking bottled water. Like...
What's up? I'm going to review the latest Full Day of Eating by Heftor Björnsson.
What's up, everyone? How are you guys doing? Welcome to a Full Day of Eating. I'm excited for this one. This has been on the agenda now for a while to film a Full Day of Eating. I haven't done one, I think, since funny.
He does look strong, mostly because he's tall. That's why you naturally look strong. But he also looks incredibly old. Guess how old he is? He's 35. If you would have guessed 50, then I wouldn't blame you because...
he does not look 50. He looks like about in his 40s.
When I look at him, yeah, I would say that he looks like a 50-year-old. Yeah, at least.
It's funny, like strongman diet. So it's gonna be cool to see what the people think, and also just to show the small changes there and there. Then let's go inside. I'll introduce you to a new member of the kitchen. The chef. Here we have Muhat. Hi. For those who don't know, this is my dad, Björk. I hired my dad as my...
They almost look the same age.
They do not almost look the same age.
A chef, because there's nothing more boring than eating a food you don't like.
It's crazy how bad he looks like. He looks incredibly sick and old. That's what drugs do to you, but even if you wouldn't have used so much...
Well, this is just really harsh downlighting. He's gonna look older and like really harsh downlighting.
Many drugs. Of course, working out and eating so much will also age you. He just looks insane. Wow, man, you really destroyed your life.
IcelandicBear.com or no, maybe that's not good. No. Don't go. Don't go.
I like their accent.
What are you making now?
We're now making my beautiful morning drink. Actually, I took this with every single meal, and here I'll have 245, 48, grams of orange juice, and then 200 grams of skyr.
What kind of skyr is this?
Hosky. The best skyr available.
Okay.
So this is the
The fuck is that? Is that like Greek yogurt?
I'm sorry for the logo. But... Alright. Oh, nice one.
It's probably some kind of Icelandic yogurt, I assume. I've never heard of it. And the orange juice wouldn't be too bad if it was raw orange juice. I don't know, it's from a glass bottle. Maybe we can assume that it is.
208. Good. So it's okay.
No wasting food.
No wasting food, wasting protein. And we'll add some blueberries. Like different berries. So we'll do this one out. We'll put 100 grams of wild blueberries.
If it's actually wild blueberries without pesticides, then it's pretty nice. Maybe you can get them in Iceland. I wouldn't be surprised. It's actually funny what a loser slave he is. The Icelandic people always used to drink blood, eat a lot of animal organs, and if they would make a shake, if that was even possible, then it would be a shake of organs, blood, and whatnot, whereas now...
No, they never did that, because that's gross.
He gets dairy, alright, it could be worse, but it's still slave food at the end of the day. Dairy is of course not available in nature as such, and just some wild blueberries and orange juice. It's maybe good for hydration. The drink is red and you're really just an embarrassment for your Icelandic ancestors.
What? Fuck? Started.
The problem is that when you eat like this, you destroy your genes. His children will be smaller than him, and their children will be even smaller, and so on, because they...
In all likelihood, his children will be smaller than him because he's so fucking insanely gigantic. Like, everybody on the planet is smaller than him, dude.
They don't live like their Icelandic ancestors. The reason he's so tall and probably has big bones from what it looks like, good genes, is because his ancestors ate animal organs, the fish, raw, the way it should be now.
No, he's tall because of genetics, not because of what his fucking parents ate.
Naturally, and now he eats orange juice with wild blueberries.
Veistu hvað? Ég ætla alveg að laga listina. Já, sjá. Ta-da!
Also, oh my god, what is he giving him? Wait.
Oh, Grandpa fixed it?
Okay, for a second I thought that it's some kind of garbage cake or some kind of food, but no, it's just a toy. They probably do give the child garbage. I already said this in the Eddie Hall video, but it's the same problem here again. These kind of men don't care about their children whatsoever, because if they did, then they wouldn't do what they are doing. They are body destroyers. They reduce their lifespan by decades. He consciously knows that
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he knows what he's doing isn't the healthiest. He is just doing it because he enjoys it.
he will not be around when his child grows up. His son is definitely, if he continues now, gonna grow up without a father. And he just doesn't care.
This is coming from the guy who abused his ex-girlfriend and child. She broke up with him, and then he tried to murder his ex-girlfriend and child. So he has a child that's growing up without a father because he ruined the relationship and tried to murder them both.
His stupid career and getting attention from people, proving to people how much man-made metal you can lift for no reason like a slave is more important than being around for his child. That's gonna traumatize his child, and his child is, you could say, 50% him and 50% the wife. We can assume that. It's not exactly like that, of course, but my point is that he's gonna destroy half of himself, the future self. It's just crazy. He's not gonna be around for himself, essentially.
Grandpas can fix everything.
It was broken. It was broken, but grandpa fixed it.
You can see that the grandpa looks way better than him, just because he probably had a better upbringing.
What does contain? How do you say contain in English?
Ew. Gross.
Oh,
dude, kids' coughs are so fucking gross.
You know, I get some protein obviously with my skyr, for eggs and some milk as well. I used to drink milk with every single meal, but I think a lot of dairy, like too much dairy, caused me some inflammation. But I have skyr with every meal, and that seems to be.
You should get raw milk instead of the pasteurized garbage that you consume. Surely you can get raw milk in Iceland. There must be tons of...
Yes, drink raw milk so that you can get bovine tuberculosis and die.
Cows and other animals.
Fine. I love skyr, obviously. But too much milk seems to not actually clean it.
Wow.
What? Come on,
wow, he showed me all this.
Everything.
Yeah, he showed me everything.
I get the stuff, yeah. With the breakfast,
The kid is already getting brainwashed. Oh my god.
I have cooked rice, 550 grams.
Yeah, eat rice like a freaking slave. What is wrong with you? Such an embarrassment for Icelandic people. Rice.
Yes, a world-class athlete. What an embarrassment.
Where can you find rice? In Iceland? How stupid are you? Rice only has arsenic, sugar, and fiber. It's basically the worst food on earth. What the hell are you doing?
Oh my god, dude.
550.
And so incredibly much rice. What's wrong with you, man?
That is a lot of rice.
The eggs were good. The whole bowl should be full of eggs and ideally animal organs and blood.
Yeah, so that he has diarrhea and then, doesn't make any gains.
Fuck for you, okay? Sorry, I guess. I put chicken stock with all my meals because it just makes it so much easier to eat.
Ew, what the fuck?
Like, look at this rice.
Why wouldn't he cook it with the rice? Who the fuck just adds chicken stock? That's fucked.
Yes, exactly, because rice itself tastes horrible or just bland. Of course, you need to add something to it. Everybody who eats rice adds something to it because they don't like the rice itself.
Dry, but just pouring some chicken stock in it makes it so much easier to eat. So, I promise you guys, try it out. You know, the tricks from Stan, the man himself. 520, I'm supposed to take 500, but...
He looks like he has a huge gut that's shining through the t-shirt. No wonder, with all of the rice, all of the insulin, the pancreas, of course, insulin belly.
Like, he's not lean. He's bulking so that he can be as strong as possible.
Then it's better than 500, so... Alright guys, breakfast, 3 eggs, 550 grams rice, 100 grams strawberries, 500 grams milk.
He still drinks milk, for sure it's not raw milk, I can bet on it. The strawberries are full of pesticides, 100%. The rice I already talked about, the worst slave food on earth, besides bread. And the eggs, only the eggs are good.
245 grams of orange juice.
What orange juice, what wild blueberries, stop it you loser man. Your Icelandic ancestors are turning in their graves. Get some freaking blood, that's what...
By the way, this is like the best strength athlete in the world right now, and he's calling him a loser.
Should be in that jar or whatever. Drink that, be a man. How are you a man? You're a drugged up junkie with a huge insulin gut. Your tattoos won't fool anybody. You're a loser.
My God, Sverre is such a fucking loser, dude.
With some 200 grams of skyr and some 100 grams of blueberries.
There you go.
Blueberries.
Lot.
I am a little baby. I will eat my blueberry. Blip, blip, blip.
500 grams of everything here. And enjoy this. Boom.
You know, it's pretty obvious when Sverre is jealous of somebody.
Wow, Spider-Man's here.
Yeah.
Hi, Spider-Man.
You better eat your
Spider-Man,
breakfast.
I gotta eat your breakfast so you're big and strong. No! Don't do that to me. Don't do that.
At least the Spider-Man figure has a sort of normal physique.
I often have some sourdough bread with jam and maybe peanut butter if I feel...
What bread, what jam, what peanut butter.
like I can eat more. I'm not gonna do it now because I just feel I'm full but not uncomfortably full. I don't really think...
You should never be uncomfortably full. That means that you ate a lot of fiber, which is indigestible. Your gut is probably bloated. It's literally when your body can't process the food that you eat. Whereas if you eat a lot of meat, then your body, no matter how much you eat, can always process it. That's when you can know that you're eating the wrong diet. And you are completely.
I need to. I'm not really trying to gain weight at the moment. Even though it wouldn't hurt if I would. I'm weighing in around...
You're severely obese. You have body dysmorphia. Why would you gain weight?
Because he's a strong man, Sverre. That's why.
What's your BMI? Probably like 40 plus for sure.
190, 1-2 kg at the moment.
That's super very severe obesity. Oh my God.
I know that...
No, not for his height. He's like 6'7" or 6'8".
I'll probably be slightly heavier at the competition day because soon...
can you even talk properly, man? Why such long pauses? What's going on with your head?
English isn't even his first language.
I'll be training less, and that means I'll be moving less.
Talk like a normal human being.
Basically, burning less calories, so I'll be gaining more weight. Now, next up, I'm gonna do my cold plunge. I do cold plunge every single morning. And actually, first up next is a 10 minutes walk. Alright guys, so...
Cold plunges are fucking stupid.
Like I said, I'm doing my 10 minutes walk, basically bike. I sometimes walk outside, I sometimes bike inside. This really depends what's more convenient. Now it's a lot more convenient to do it here in my greenhouse because it's firstly cold outside and it's snowy and icy.
Wait. It's too cold to go outside for a walk, but afterwards you want to do a cold plunge. Are you even in any way listening to yourself? You're so severely brainwashed, it's unbelievable.
So I don't want to risk myself falling. So yeah, I'll do 10 minutes here. And like I said, basically the reason why I'm doing this is just to help with my digestion also by moving my body consistently throughout the day for 10 minutes.
Stop eating such garbage slave food and you won't need any help with your digestion. Not that it would help anyway.
Meals helps me a lot with my blood pressure. Woo! Okay, every single morning, guys, I do 3 minutes of cold plunge. I've been doing this for quite some time right now. And
for how long? Maybe a few years, right? Because that's when Wim Hof came out with it. The mainstream media started reporting about it. And that's when all of the slaves who have no thoughts of their own started doing it blindly. Because you're such losers that you can't even think for yourself. Nobody on YouTube or anywhere said that they have been doing cold plunges for 10 plus years even, let alone 20 years. No, because you heard about it only some years ago. Humans never used to do it. Never. It completely goes against our nature.
I was dealing with a lot of information when I started this strongman journey again. And this really helps me.
No, it doesn't help you whatsoever. And this has been proven in studies. I have made tons of videos about this. What called
Sverige talks about the Icelandic ancestors like their diets was something to be happy about. The traditional diet there is disgusting shit like fermented shark lol.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they wouldn't have been eating that if they had a choice. Fermented shark. Ugh. That sounds horrible. Thanks for the donation, PP.
Plunges, or the cold in general, does is it numbs down your body. It stops the inflammation, which is bad anyway, because the inflammation is what heals your body. It repairs your body literally. And
yeah, so there's an inflammatory response to exercise that is beneficial. You want that inflammatory response because it's part of the hypertrophic process. Now, there's such thing as too much inflammation. If you have too much inflammation, then you do want to do something that will help bring down the inflammation. But he is right. For a normal person to be doing things like taking cold plunges, taking anti-inflammatory medications, you don't want to do that. I don't know what particular problems he was having. Those cold plunges might be good for him. But yeah, in general, you don't want to do like the cold exposure and shit.
Afterwards, the inflammation gets even worse because your body now has to produce a lot of white blood cells. It has to fight.
That's not true.
Fight the infection caused by cold plunges. And
cold plunges do not cause infections.
Again, this has been proven in studies. The cold literally activates your immune system.
It does not.
Because your body feels attacked because it is being attacked by the cold.
Just to maintain that to minimal, because it was to the point where I was just struggling in daily life. But doing the cold plunge, not only do I feel better, like in my head, but also physically a lot. So yeah.
Did he just say that he feels a betterment in his head? Yes, we can really hear that you really sound like you're...
like Sverige doesn't realize he has an accent and English isn't his first language. Vitamin A.
Doing good.
I'll finish 3 minutes here. And I'll take my son to school. Let's go.
Yes, Sverige, tell us about the vitamin A.
Don't take your son to school, man. Homeschooling is the only way to live today. And if you can't in Iceland, then move to a different country, seriously.
Alright, let's get some rain. Hey, what's rain?
Moron, dude.
Yes.
What do you like?
Something I haven't tasted before.
I actually don't think you have tried this one.
I don't think I have either.
Chocolate Star.
Wow.
I actually might go for the same. I'm a big sucker for large gyms ago, as many of my followers know, but let's go for this one.
It's good to have a tropical storm. I'm not used to tropical storms, just cold ones. So it's a good change.
A cold tropical storm.
Oh, okay. Icelandic.
Fits one, it's right. Yeah. So, next meal, guys, I have rice, 450 grams. I have steak, 110 grams.
Okay, he eats some steak, that's great to hear. It's probably overcooked, meaning that the protein is partly destroyed. But again, rice. Why?
Vegetables, 100 grams.
He'd be much, much better off by eating tofu. Like, especially since he's saying he has issues with like whole body inflammation, he should be eating more foods like tofu that have isoflavones that have, anti-inflammatory properties.
Here I have half hour.
Why vegetables? Those vegetables don't even exist in nature. Why would you eat them? Why would you eat something that human beings never used to eat up until really just 2 decades ago?
I don't know, maybe it's good for you or something.
Avocado as well. Have avocado. And then this
What avocado, man? You're from Iceland.
same drink I had before. The skyr orange juice, always with each and every meal. The OG is 245 grams.
At least he gets somewhat hydrated, better than most of the bodybuilders, because he drinks these shakes. That's about it.
And then 200 grams of skyr.
Alright. This is lunch.
This is lunch.
Okay.
Simple, effective.
You do this every time.
Let some rain, have some drink sugar, flush it down with. Here I have to do some additional electrolytes because I'm a fucking massive guy. I fucking sweat a lot. I need a lot of fucking electrolytes.
You don't sweat a lot because you're a massive guy. You sweat a lot because you use a lot of drugs, and
If you are larger, you sweat more.
because you're very stressed throughout the day. Your height most definitely won't make you sweat more. I hope that it's needless to say. Your weight technically could if you would, again, be stressed a lot.
And I have salt, it's more sodium. I don't even know how much sodium I fucking take every day. I take a lot of fucking sodium.
10 grams or something?
Fucking lots of salt in it.
Probably.
He doesn't in any way look like he enjoys his meals. Oh my god, look at those wrinkles. That's crazy. Wow, he doesn't even look 50. He looks more like 60 here. And that's of course no surprise because he generally seems very depressed.
Ladies and gentlemen, here I have meal number 3. I have...
The guy can hardly even move. It seems...
Could you defeat 100 pugs single-handedly? I don't know, that's a lot of pugs.
Like any kind of movement is a little bit of almost torture for him.
Some rice, steak, same amount of rice as before, so this is 450 grams.
Same garbage again, whatever.
What are you having?
Ew, gross kid.
Popcorn!
He gives the child popcorn. He's a worse father than I thought.
Dude, what the fuck? This is coming from the guy who paid a hitman to kill his ex-girlfriend and child with fire. He paid a hitman to throw a Molotov cocktail into his son's bedroom. Like, and then he's like, he gives his kid popcorn. What a terrible father. Like, what the fuck, dude? What a fucking whack job.
Popcorn is worse than bread. It's one of the worst. It's not even food. It's one of the worst toxic. I don't know what to even call it. You can give it to anybody. It's just horrible. It's actually child abuse.
Popcorn is child abuse, but paying a hitman to throw a Molotov cocktail into your son's bedroom, not child abuse.
Where we can find the nice one. This one right here has coconut oil.
There is no such thing as good popcorn. Idiot.
Salt and just mice. There's only 3 ingredients. Mice corn, yeah. Like that. Small something there. Alright, go. Have on. We gotta show the people.
That's cute. But also very sad because the child thinks that he's giving daddy a sort of treat, but in reality, he's being poisoned, he's poisoning daddy.
510 milliliters of milk with some 2 slices of salad bread, jam, one jam, and peanut butter. And peanut butter also, and then
I thought that he doesn't drink so much milk, but it seems like he does still. And he actually really eats bread with marmalade and peanut butter. What an absolute joke. Bread is really, besides popcorn, the worst thing that you could possibly eat. It really only has anti-nutrients, fiber, and sugar, not even any micronutrients. It's just absolute garbage. The jam is just sugar again, probably heated sugar, which is worse. And the peanut butter, aflatoxins, phytic acid, just absolutely horrible meals. The milk, if it wasn't pasteurized, would actually sort of save the meal almost, but because it is, what is even left in there? It's really just white liquid with sugar.
Yeah, dairy is not good for you. Milk actually has a pretty strong and consistent relationship with prostate cancer, and it does have some relationship with breast cancer, but the link between breast cancer and milk is more mixed, but there's an undeniable link between milk and prostate cancer. And raw milk is not good for you. Same thing, only you have the risk of, getting bovine tuberculosis.
Because the pasteurization destroys the micronutrients, such as vitamin D, which is why they always add synthetic vitamin D to the milk, but that's fake vitamin D.
Raw milk does not have an appreciable amount of vitamin D.
Actually a toxin. Look into what supplements actually are. 99% of them are toxins.
One with bananas.
And butter.
And butter.
Which, personally, you guys, I think this is the weirdest snack.
This is the perfect example of how to destroy your genes. How to make the next generations way smaller than you.
Here we have 450 grams rice, 150 grams staples.
The steak looks kind of raw in the middle, which is great. More arsenic, of course, because of the rice.
This is like almost 100 grams of some beans.
Green beans.
Green beans, just like the guy that I reviewed. He ate green beans with almost every meal of his for no reason. There's just nothing in green beans in general. There's just absolutely zero reason to eat them. They don't even exist in nature like that.
Yeah, like fiber, micronutrients, phytonutrients, but, you know, some people want to live long.
Thank you, man.
You're welcome.
You enjoying this meal somewhere?
Yep.
All right, the kid gets, oh my God, he actually gets rice. He eats rice. He gets arsenic. Oh my God, man. But at least he gets some meat, yeah?
Newt. Right, here I have, let me see half my face, but it's okay. Here I have a meal number 4, 5.
What's wrong with
snack,
you?
5 into the snack. Well, all right, guys, so this is meal 5. 5, 6 become the snack earlier. So here I have half an avocado. Here I have 110 grams.
He actually eats a plant-based diet.
He
oh my
does
God,
not.
what would his Icelandic ancestors think about him? They would laugh themselves to death. Is that the camera guy? Interesting tattooed head, kind of strange.
Alright guys, just finished my meal. I am feeling satisfied. I'm feeling full. Everything gone. Yeah, that was good. That was good. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section below what you guys think.
What I think is that you're an absolute embarrassment for your Icelandic ancestors. As I said before, they would be incredibly embarrassed if they would see.
Yeah, like arguably the best strong man in the world is an embarrassment.
What you eat and what you're doing to your family also. As I said, because you cannot care about your family if you're clearly killing yourself. That's what you're actually doing. Whether you're really conscious of it or not doesn't really matter, because you for sure cannot look in the mirror and think that you look like you're 35 years old. No, you biologically have completely aged and actually destroyed your body. That's why you look like you're at least 50 years old and actually 60 plus in some shots because of all of the drugs, the working out, the immense stress on your body, and of course the overeating, because the more you work out, the more you eat, the more stress there is, the more food you need all of the time, and the more you need to repair your body, but you can't because you take cold plunges, which actually hinder the repair of your body, and all of the arsenic will also not help. You're not actually eating nutritious foods which repair your body, but instead you eat foods which have hardly any micronutrients, which are not even found in Iceland, which generally no human being should be eating. It's absolute slave food. It's exactly what the government, not necessarily the Icelandic one, but a lot of other governments want the slaves to eat.
When Sverige finally gets caught by Interpol, he is going to be eating tons and tons of slave food. Get used to eating soy, motherfucker.
And that's because it's way easier to control the slaves when they are malnourished and their brains are not working, and your brain is not working whatsoever. You can't think of what words you want to say. It was just painful to watch you, because I'm looking at an absolutely sick, destroyed human being who's actually mentally really unwell. I could actually...
This guy has admitted to having hallucinations where he fantasizes about killing and eating people. He's being institutionalized for having anorexia. He's tried to kill and eat doctors. Yeah, so Sverige tried to kill and eat the doctors that were providing him aid at the hospital, the mental hospital he was at. He committed a mass stabbing at his high school because he was inspired by some movie he saw to knife people to death. He tried to commit suicide, but he was too much of a pussy to slit his own wrists deep enough. He paid a hitman to kill his ex-girlfriend and his like newborn baby. And he also paid a hitman to acid attack his ex-girlfriend, and that attack was successful. Now he's on the run from Interpol. And he's fucking calling Hafthor Bjornsson fucking mentally ill.
They call you mentally ill because of what I just saw in this video. Thanks for watching.
Fucking crazy. All right, let's watch this.
Carnivore Lord.
Let me take a look, Grandam.
A couple days ago, Thomas DeLauer released the interview I did with them, and the headline was Dr. Baker, the carnivore, whatever, OG or something like that, is now eating fruits. And a lot of people just read the headline and didn't listen to the interview. And again, this goes back to I'd mentioned, about 6 weeks ago, I did a little sort of short-term experiment to add fruit in my diet for the express purpose to see what impact it had on my cholesterol, given the sort of data around lean mass hyperresponders. And so I did add 100 grams of basically apples a day for roughly 1 week. It had minimal to no impact on my cholesterol.
Okay, 100 grams of apple, that's like 1 apple.
And I can discuss why that may have been. Probably I'm not.
Yeah, it's because you only ate 1 apple and you're eating a fuck ton of saturated fat and cholesterol.
Energy depleted enough to where that's going to have an impact.
Yeah, 1 apple is like 100 grams. He's literally only eating about 1 apple a day.
I think that, when we talk about lean mass hyperresponders, it's usually in the context of someone whose cells are not replete with energy. Again, energy is being shuttled, to and from the liver continuously, and what drives that demand is, cells that are relatively depleted of energy. And so you think about somebody who's very lean, who's consuming a kind of lower side of calories. I was currently in a sort of, bulking up phase, so I was pretty calorie replete or energy replete, so that's not going to have a big enough impact. And additionally, 100 grams for someone my size at 260 some pounds may not be enough. So that's probably why that didn't have the impact it does. I personally did not notice any significant benefits by adding that bit of fruit in. In fact, as I said,
Buddy, it's 1 fucking apple.
Was ultimately a net negative for me, particularly when it came to sort of gut, how my guts felt. So I discontinue that. I do not eat fruit chronically. I don't plan to eat fruit chronically. As I've said before.
Good, you'll die sooner.
I am pretty much 99% carnivore. And I've said on many occasions, even on Rogan, that occasionally I'll have like a piece of cake on a birthday once in a while. But generally my diet is as close to carnivore as you can get 99% of the time. In fact, I've been eating nothing but steak and eggs for the last 6 weeks. I feel great on that. I anticipate I'll be doing that, for the foreseeable future. But again, this isn't a religion. This isn't a dogma. Feel free to experiment to see what works for you. And I've done that over the years. I've played with different macros.
Like he says that, like he says this as if anybody's going to intuitively know what's going on in their insides, purely based on how you feel. Like you can have sky high cholesterol and feel fine. You can be developing diabetes, feel fine. You can have high blood pressure, feel fine. Like, what do you mean experiment?
For nutrient ratios to see how it impacts my body, I can honestly say I feel pretty much my best, pretty much just eating meat. And that's just the way it is. So there you go. That's an update for those people that are kind of attracted to sort of the clickbaited headlines.
Cool story, dude.
100% certainty of carnivore will make you live longer, which I think is a very reasonable position.
Carnivore will make you live longer, right? That's why people who eat the most amount of meat live the shortest.
Considering the fact that no one knows the long-term outcomes of really any diet. And in fact...
Right, even though we have long-term prospective cohorts going several decades showing, again, people who eat more meat die younger.
When we think about medicine, most medications that are brought to market are not brought with the intent to make someone live longer or not. It's there. It's done to help with disease. You think about it, symptomatic relief. And that's exactly what carnivore has been doing, and doing very well with regard to fixing people's medical problems, relieving their symptoms and greatly improving their quality of life. Now, whether or not that's going to lengthen or shorten somebody's life, it's anyone's guess. My suspicion.
It's going to shorten your life. We have enough long-term prospective cohort data to know this.
Is, again, this is a suspicion, not a I know it for sure. But my suspicion is, by getting healthier, you will probably live longer. But I'm not willing to say with 100%.
You are not going to be getting healthier by eating a carnivore diet, unless the diet you were eating before was worse.
Certainty, which I think is a very reasonable position. All right, guys, let me know what you guys think.
Yeah, Sean Baker is a dumb guy. Like, genuinely a dumb guy.
What's up? How are you guys? We've made it another week here at Frankie's Free Range Meat, but I am ready to retire. So we're going to do a quick vlog today. I guess. Not too much going on. And it is Sunday afternoon. My guys are actually here, so I'm not here by myself. They're working a little late today, just finishing up some stuff. So I'll show you guys what's up. I'll show you guys a few products back in stock, and maybe a new thing or two will pop up that I forgot. Everything is in stock on the foods website. We got the dark chocolate and white chocolate Totomi's cookies bars. We got plenty of pemmican, plain pemmican, meat granola. Running a little low on the quinoa crisp, but we have all the best bars. Plenty of granola bars too. A lot of you guys have been asking me about the granola bars. Yeah, we got everything, guys. We got the biltong, we got the raw honeys, we got the beef sticks. Running a little low on jerky, might have to get some more of that. All the fats are in stock. Iberico pork lard, marrow oil, beef tallow. Maybe the labels will come for the big one this week and we'll have the big beef tallow available. We got the plain sea salt, the mountain salt. Yeah, we did that oatmeal recipe Saturday. These are the quick oats that we have available for you guys if you want to do that. We even got some vanilla extract here. I think we ran out of vanilla powder though. This is the colatura, the fish sauce that we just got in new last week as well. And then back here in the back, we just have that liver detox smoothie that was in the oatmeal for you guys. This is on organsupplements.com. Yeah, we sent out an email last week from Organ Supplements talking about the new multi-mineral, the new multivitamin, as well as the magnesium and zinc complex. I won't talk about that too much. You guys can go on the website and read more about all the products if you guys are interested. We'll just look in the fridge real quick and the freezer. Okay, so I feel like deja vu, but as always, our fresh dairy is ready to ship out. We got the milk, we got the kefir, we got sheep milk, and we got sheep kefir. This is new this week. We used to sell sheep kefir, farmer ran out, but now we have some back in stock, so hopefully the sheep milk and sheep kefir products are going to continue to increase. All the dairy is available, guys, you know, fresh, raw, local Amish dairy section on the website. All different types of stuff, from butter to cream to cheese curds to cheese dip, a lot of different stuff. This is the sauerkraut and giardiniera on the foods website. And we got some ginger lemon water kefir in stock. What is definitely new is we have ground veal. It's gonna be available. Oh, my brain is so fried today. You guys have no idea. The ground veal is now available, as well as some veal steaks and veal ribeye steaks and veal porterhouse steaks. It's going to be in the veal share, available on the website.
What a piece of shit. You have to be like a special type of scumbag to like sell veal.
Yeah, this is a special product. I think it's going to be $12 per pound because we paid so much for it. But we got plenty of fresh ground veal. This is the fresh local ground beef that we get in every week. You guys aren't too enthusiastic about this, so I'm not sure if we're gonna keep doing it, but we also have the fresh steaks available. So we got some fresh porterhouse steaks and some fresh ribeye steaks. These are a little smaller, so instead of getting 2, if you buy the fresh beef share, you'll get 3. So if you guys want the fresh beef share, if you place an order by Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you'll get all this shipped out fresh, as well as the fresh ground beef. Just make sure to put in that you want fresh, never frozen shipping. What we're doing differently is we put some parchment paper between the slices of prosciutto and we sliced it a little thinner. So I try my best for you guys. This is how, kind of crazy, but this is how the prosciutto is going to come now. It's parchment paper between each slice so they don't stick together, and we got it as thin as the machine can get it. I might have to buy a new deli slicer to get it thinner, but for now it's fine. That's just some scraps. Same thing with the Iberico ham. So we got pieces of parchment paper between every slice so they're not stuck together, and we sliced it as thin as we can get it. So if you guys email me about this, you know, if you want a free sample with your next order, just let me know if you weren't happy with it, but this is as good as we're gonna get it for now, I think. So Iberico ham, prosciutto San Daniele. Try my best. Running kind of low on eggs. Hopefully we get the duck eggs in a week or two, because not acceptable. I gotta bring home some of this giardiniera to try for myself. I was trying the pickles and they're a little soft, a little over fermented. So next batch, we're definitely going to make sure to.
He always has problems with the like stuff that he makes. Every fucking video, he's like, oh, they weren't good, they're soft, they tasted funny. Like, why even make them?
You do a much shorter ferment, try to keep the pickles crispy. I still can't figure out if the whether they're cut or not really matters. I think what matters is if you ferment them for longer than like a week and a half, maybe they just get too soft. So here in the freezer, I don't really think we have too much new stuff. We just did a lot of reorganizing everything. We got plenty of beef bacon, plenty of pet food, only $5 a pound. We got whole beef belly slabs back in stock. Plenty of organ grind available. These are the Wagyu burgers. I showed you guys these last week. Very affordable per pound. It's only like $8.50. Those are some goat testicles. We have way too many of those. A lot of beef tendons. And the beef tripe, beef stomach is back in stock. I think we're completely sold out of chicken though. So I think the chicken's gonna be back the first week of April. So you guys might have to wait a little while for that. Main thing over here is we got plenty of lamb in for Easter. So we got the bone and legs of lamb, which are a little big.
Hopefully he chokes on that. Okay, and it's literally just him reading reviews. And he wonders why nobody watches his content. He goes into a fridge and shows you meat and then reads reviews on his website and he's like, why am I not getting any views? Oh, I'm getting suppressed. Like, dude, you make garbage fucking content. This last video was how to make fucking oatmeal. Fucking idiot.